and welcome back to Sky Hyzer Productions coverage of the St. Charles County Disc Golf Club Midwest Showdown. We're here today for the back nine of round one. I'm Alan Hooper with Taylor Thomas.
Hey Alan, how are you? We got
Doing great.
Back nine at New Mel Lakes for round one of Midwest Showdown. We have Brock Rohler at 2 over, Cole, Neal, Derek Green, and Rich Klein all at 2 under, and Jeremiah leading the front nine with 4 under. And we are on to hole 10, par 3, 320 feet. Super tight gap, super finicky shot. Water on the right. It might not come in play for C, but it could. You don't know. You kind of just want to get into this bowl and have a really long putt.
Yeah, this is definitely a tricky gap. Easy to miss left and go down into the woods kind of on the left if you get a bad tree kick. Rich is showing us the forehand.
That was really good.
Just laced.
Wow, wait. What?
That got there fast. Yeah, I mean, that was perfect. I don't know.
I didn't think that was actually possible.
No, it was perfect. Yeah, he just flipped it up right through the gap. A little bit of fade. Parked. Well,
Jeremiah,
not parked, but.
Jeremiah going the backhand Annie.
Yeah, I like this play.
Oh, early release.
Yep. And hard to tell where he kicked, but he's hoping it went right.
We got DG. Looks like he's lining up that backhand as well.
Yeah. DG repping local line. Hole 10 sponsored by Sono Problem. We got DG probably throwing some sort of mid. This is again, tricky gap. You're kind of throwing down and on a slight Hyzer, but you can't get early unless you just miss all the trees somehow. And he almost hits the camera guy. Holy cow. That's pretty deep.
Okay, I thought Rich was far.
Yeah.
I don't know how you get this far.
What?
I don't understand how you get this far on this hole.
That's what happens usually when I hit this gap. I always end up going far. I don't know. Or I hit the tree and go left.
We got Cole, Neal here.
Cole, high left. That's what I do. That's usually what I do. He's not happy. Yep, left side sucks. Brock, backhand? Backhand. For sure. See, that's a little too turned, and that happens too. Which,
I mean, you can get up and down from there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Cole, yeah, there's sometimes kind of this window if you don't kick too far left, and it's not too bad, and he's got that, so he's throwing this little Hyzer out. I mean, that wasn't great, but
I think it was from where he was. It's really hard for him to get actually really far left.
Yeah, that's true. Jeremiah looks like he's in a tough spot also, but looking at this little forehand kind of high chip. Going back to the bag. Going back to forehand.
This is a not ideal spot.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in a little cubby hole here.
That weird canopy that this hole has on that left side.
Definitely. Okay, so he's out. He's up. He's a little short, but probably circle to 45,
I think I saw the
50.
whisker. I think it was 45.
Yeah.
It's just these tall weeds. It just gets it just makes everything annoying.
Yep. It's a pretty common place to land too, but easy 3Z. Cole,
Wait,
this
you got
is just
there?
Yeah, that's crazy. How did that happen? Well, that's not a gimme either. That's bad to worse for Cole. All right, so Baby J.
Oh, it's a little shorter.
Tickle. That'll be a 4. And DG, after lacing his shot, going pretty far past it. Circle 2 look.
Oh.
Gotta believe, but
On the right side.
Tickles off the top of the cage, chains, all that stuff. Here's Rich doing Rich things. Yeah. Spin putt, Rhino, Ching,
Rich
basket.
was one of only 2 birdies. The other one was Corey Falcons on that hole.
Really? Only 2 birdies?
Yep.
You look at the right hole? That's crazy.
Yeah.
I have a hard time believing that, but I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure I either parred or bogeyed it during this round, but
I don't think I've ever birdied this
Really?
position from blue.
well, Rich made it look easy, didn't he?
Yeah. I'm going to have
So
to
just
try
do that. Just do that. Flip up. Right through the gap. It's not a problem. Oh, Cole. So that's a
It's little
5?
high. I think so.
I mean, it's so easy to do on almost any hole on this course, I feel like. Because the rough is not friendly and, you know, the lines are tricky. So
There's very specific lanes at this course.
yeah. Jeremiah taps in a 4. Not happy about it. Dropping some of those birdie strokes he got early on, but I'm sure he can get some more birds coming down the stretch. I think everybody else par.
I think so, yes.
Yeah, that's Cole with the 5. Yeah, I mean, he looked to be in a tough spot, and then he 3-putted, so.
DG dodging the camera.
Yeah, DG doing DG things. All right, hole 11. It's par 3, 374 feet. Kind of another weird par 3. Very difficult tee shot. Kind of an Hyzer that pans out, or like a flip up forehand, but you're throwing right over the red tee. The tee sign is definitely in play. It's a tough shot.
Yeah.
Almost a par 4, really.
Rich going the forehand.
Sounds like he hit a tree.
Yeah, there's a lot of trees on this hole. Kind of just have to.
I almost aim at the tee sign for the next hole.
Yeah.
And like, I'm just like, all right, just throw an Anheuser with a stable disc at it, and it's gonna pan, and hopefully get a skip. And then like the end of this hole has so many trees as well. Derek. Okay, so that was left.
Yeah,
So-
and I think I'm finally noticing this whole, like, the gap that you're throwing from the blue pad, like, you actually need to be, like, way more right than you think. So
Oh, yeah,
I think
you're-
this is really far left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're literally throwing a turnover, but it can't just be a straight turnover either, because you're gonna like cut roll. You know, you gotta like somehow get back to flat, or I guess you could throw like a chip forehand, but that's not gonna get you all the way to the basket really.
Yeah, this is just a very demanding hole. That
It's another one of those tweener holes at New Melly that, yeah, it's par 3 and you want to get a 3, but you don't see a lot of 2s,
no,
like hardly any. And these guys are showing you why. I mean, they're all playing pretty good. They're all great throwers and just kind of finding trouble.
yeah, it's just hard to get right enough.
Yep. And here's Rich. Yeah.
Just right behind the red pad.
Yeah, and this is actually kind of not a bad spot because you can kind of throw a skip forehand. But
tree.
yeah, there's just so many trees. Look at that. I mean, all the trees are at the end of the hole, basically. I mean, this is a tough. But yeah, this is a tough hole from the red pad. I mean, you're only maybe 180 feet, but you're throwing through a 5-foot gap, and the blue pad is another 100 feet behind the red pad. So it just goes to show you. Par 3, I mean, par 3.5.
Yeah.
Brock pitches up just short. He's gonna have a putt. DG, this is a pretty decent look, honestly.
Oh, it just pulls it a little left.
Yeah, that wasn't his best effort. He's kind of disappointed, but he can pitch up, take a bogey, maybe run it.
Rich Klein backhand. That's 2.
Yeah, that's 2. Backhand counters a 2 for Rich. Is this Cole? Is this
Yes.
his drive?
This is his drive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
It's just it really just has like this rough. It's like it's not like super bad rough, but it's like enough that's just annoying.
Yep. And so that's his 3rd. He might be looking at another double. Let's see.
Point
Makes
four
a
from
long one.
90? Yeah, just put it on the basket.
So this is par for Derek. And look at this gap he's got to putt through. I wonder if he's going. He might be going around to the right. Yeah, he is.
Oh, really close. Just under.
Yep, that was looking good the whole way. Great angle. So Brock for his par.
About pin high. There it is.
Yeah. Centered.
Hole 11, the fourth hardest hole on the course. 0 birdies.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, 374 feet, and the last 100 feet of it is 5-foot gaps that are not, they're like offset. Like, I don't know, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, we're finally ending the super hard stretch. But 8, 9, 10, 11, 4 of the 5 hardest holes on the course.
Yeah, and then you get to 12, which is, I mean, it's not necessarily the hardest, but it's fun. So I guess it's kind of a relief, you know.
Yeah.
You get through that like middle stretch of like wooded stuff, and then you get to this hole 12, par 4, 483, pretty much all water carry. I mean, pick your disc you trust the most, and throw a slightly downhill 450-foot tee shot. Don't go right. Hit this gap. I mean, this gap it's pretty big, but it can still be kind of intimidating, and wind really makes this hole tough.
Yeah, I mean, definitely eagleable too.
Yeah, definitely eagleable.
This needs to get left and through the trees.
Yeah, this is fine. He's got a good height. Yeah, I mean,
Damn.
just getting to that second, the peninsula you can see there, is good. Some people will choose to lay up left, but really it's very reachable for almost everybody in this field, especially this guy.
Yeah, he's taking.
I mean, this is pure Hyzer.
Going farther.
This is might go past it if it.
Or
oh my
it's
gosh!
Parked.
That legit dropped right next to the pole. I mean, that was 483 on a nice,
So he threw that
clean Hyzer.
500.
Yeah, easy. So Derek has to follow that up, and I've seen him get a 2 on this before. Old man repping, he says. He's got a fade. Safe.
He should be in, yeah.
Yep.
Ooh, I was wondering about this. I didn't know. Like, I know there's a left.
Does he go
gap
left
for the
side?
forehand.
He does go left
I
side.
think he's going.
Actually,
I think he's going Annie.
I think he might be going this left side.
Oh, he is. Oh, I'm so upset.
Whoa. That was a
That's
little.
fine.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine, but I know it wasn't really what he wanted. Now he says it's perfect.
Yeah, he should. He should have got it over the water.
That's right. I'm not really sure what Rich said there, but it was something about cameras making him nervous, which I highly doubt. Cole definitely has the power to reach this, and this is going on a good line.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
I don't know.
Tough to tell.
There is
but
a drop
I think,
zone, so
yeah,
we'll see.
I think he's all right, and Rich is first to go. This left side, he's still got some trees to contend with, but this is very doable.
Yeah. It's not that bad from here. Like, the walking path kind of opens up your throwing gap.
Yeah, you're basically just throwing down this path, and
Oh no.
but that's kind of what can happen, though. It's scary because you can hit those trees and kick towards the water. I think he might be safe, though.
Yeah. And Brock with a 60-footer.
Yeah, probably
for eagle.
Probably a little further, I would say, maybe. I don't know. Okay. That was, he just Kobe's that one. Look at this. Little kind of hop step, little Annie, just corner pocket. Great eagle, Brock.
Yes.
Let's go. Bringing it back to even par. Rich was short of it. I think he was in bounds.
Yeah,
We'll find out.
They would have had to go to the drop zone.
DG, old man repping for eagle.
Oh, just a little low.
Hunting chains with his hunter.
Looks like Cole's in as well. Yeah, Yeah, hard putt. Couldn't commit to the ante.
It's hard to get an ante that far left to right.
Jeremiah still hasn't thrown.
Yeah, Jeremiah is absolutely parked. I mean, he might have, honestly, if there were no trees there, he might have just blown over the entire island into the water past it. I have actually seen somebody do that before.
Yep.
And
it's
Rich
definitely possible.
Taps in his 4, but that is a par, so
Yep.
no big deal. Cole, that was 3, so
good
that's a
bounce
birdie.
back from the
Yep.
last 2 holes.
Yep, for sure.
And Jeremiah's finally up.
Look at this. Tap in.
Tap and eagle. So that was 2. Hole 12 was third easiest hole in the course, but that was the 2 eagles that we had on the field. Brock and Jeremiah. And then on to hole 3. Weird shape, almost an L.
Yeah,
And then you
question
have to
mark
go
or
back,
something.
like well, and then like up high right. There is like a forehand gap on the left side. That's kind of got it open up and looks like Brock's taking it.
Yeah, I feel like this is where most people are going now. They're going this inside gap. It's not even really the intended fairway. I mean, maybe it is now because they kind of cleaned it up. But yeah, just a lot of trees. You're kind of just throwing up a prayer, putting it on an angle at the basket, hoping for the best. I mean, it's definitely doable, but a 3 is a great score.
Yeah. I just clipped something early. Just a little low.
I wonder if, so is DG going
I don't know what he's doing.
the main gap or the new gap? So he's going main
He's going
gap.
main gap.
So he's going this Hyzer flip. Needs to fade and skip. So
That's really good.
yeah, that's really good, but you know, still not a gimme up and down.
Yeah, he just has a couple good trees, but should be able to get this. Hopefully get this far. Oh, backhand
through the early gap and
catches something early.
yeah.
Alright.
Here we go, Rich.
Oh, he catches something. That might not be that bad of a kick though. That's into like the actual fairway.
Yeah, this is kind of a scramble hole. I mean, you're almost scrambling off the tee, and then you kind of scramble your way to hopefully a 3. As Cole,
It's looking good. Oh, just a little short.
yeah, I mean circle 2 look, but it's a tough
Oh,
putt.
Jeremiah had a wide open shot though.
Mm-hmm.
Great shot.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah.
He's
That was
just
great.
hunting chains right now. And
Maybe Rich isn't as good a spot as I thought. He 1 fingers?
yeah, I guess maybe tomahawks. I don't know. Maybe does he 1 fingers 4 hands?
I don't know.
Honestly, I don't know either. I don't think he does. Maybe he does. Brock,
Yeah,
is this for 2?
This is 2.
Yeah.
Oh. It's a hard putt to run.
Yep. Okay, so DG is a lot closer than I thought he was.
Yeah, this is for his 2 as well.
Yeah, this is probably 45, 50. Kind of a few trees in the way. Oh man.
He thought he had it.
He just a little too much want on that one. I mean, great bid.
Well,
He's always just scaring the basket. I mean,
yeah.
he makes a lot of them, but he doesn't miss by much usually.
Yeah.
Cole from about the same distance, maybe a little closer.
Oh, it's a little short. So we did have 1 birdie on this hole. Terrence Unger. Well, only birdie of the day. Only 2.
Let's go, Terrence.
13 was the 3rd hardest hole in the course. So we go... In 6 holes, we had the top 5 hardest holes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's almost like... New Melly just seems like it's almost like Survivor golf for like in the middle.
Yep.
Just get your pars.
You
and
want to
just
kind of
keep
like
going.
get off to a good start, and then get through the middle of the course, and then birdie out.
Yep. Right after this hole, the next hole is when we start wanting all our birdies. Brock tapping in the par. Is this Rich par bogey? remember. 5 tops.
Yeah, it's tough.
That's Coles. I don't remember that one either.
That's hole 13, the end of the tough ones. Now we get out into the open.
Yep.
14.
And in the open for the rest of the round for the most part.
Yeah, 14, par 4. Basically wide open tee shot. Throw it as far as you can over this hill. Put yourself in a position to throw a forehand into this gap or maybe a backhand over the top into this gap. Basket's tucked way down there. It's hard to access. I mean,
Yeah.
the first shot is basically throw it as far as you can. The second shot makes this hole.
I think landing left side as far as you can is better than right.
Yeah, I haven't decided yet, honestly, because I kind of like to swing my forehand in from the right.
Whoa.
I'm not sure what this
Right,
is,
that's
but it
going.
looks like it's going places. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good spot. You can.
Yeah, dealer's choice. There's a few holes at New Melly where everybody's throwing the same shot, basically, off the tee.
Yep.
And this is one of them.
It's a little high. But, I mean, that's not a bad spot, honestly. I guess the one thing you don't see is, like, you have this, like, high hill at first, and then it just starts fading, like, dropping down into the woods.
Yep. Yeah, generally you want to see your disc disappear and like that.
And then you go find it.
Yep.
DG playing that left side that I prefer, but
Teach their own.
yep. I mean, it's just whatever you prefer throwing into the gap.
I think, it's funny because some people really try to push the wood line, and I almost think it's like not that beneficial. It's
Yeah,
like you just kind of want to be like 250 out on this one, just so you have like some room to work before you get into that gap. You can kind of like make your disc come in how you want it to,
Yeah, you get into a weird, like you can get if you throw far enough, but not far enough. Like you throw too far, you're
that a
almost like
bag?
in a weird. Yeah, I think it's a bag.
What if it went in the bag? That'd be cool. All right, so Derek is. So this is a good look at it. You need your disc to be kind of moving to the right when you hit that gap.
Yeah, there it is.
That's great. Yep. Because like a lot of times, many times you'll just push it too straight and catch those far side trees. You almost need to be fading down the hill as you get in there. And I think he pushed this too far.
Oh, that's good.
No.
Oh,
That
it
was
touches
great.
That tree.
Yeah, that was great. Yep. Not sure what's going on. Okay.
There it is.
Adrian, or not
Cole.
Adrian, Cole is a little bit closer. He's trying to backhand.
That's looking.
That's tasty. That
Yeah,
is tasty.
that's really good.
Pretty good. In the circle for sure.
Wait, Jeremiah's way down here.
Yeah, I mean,
And Brock's
this
farther.
is I feel like ideal, but I've
Yeah.
seen people get a little closer than that and like be maybe a little more to the right, and it's really tough from there, and that's not what you want to do. You got to kind of come in low. It's a low ceiling.
Yeah, Brock's farther, but he's
Yeah,
like.
this is what I see a lot of people do when they get that close. They just kind of like, all right, I'm just gonna throw high and hope I blink go down.
Yeah. He's putting.
Yep, that's a good result. Okay, so wow, he's trying to run this. This is kind of scary, really.
I don't know if he's running or more just step.
Just
putt
kind
up,
of
like
stepping it up.
Yeah, step putt up shot. Yeah, like kind of maybe run.
Okay, good control. That can get away though. I mean,
It
I've
can.
seen some rollaways on this hole. Gotta get that putt up, Rich. Yeah, another new Melly green with just trees all around the basket. I mean, right next to it. You know, you're 25 feet, but you are straddling. You are working a putt left to right, and it makes every putt just kind of difficult. You're never comfortable.
No, you're not. DG, I think he's like pin high, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, great birdie. Yeah,
Yep.
I mean.
What is this? This has to be probably top 5 easiest.
Yep, it is the 5th easiest hole. 0.25 strokes under par.
I mean, it's really not.
I mean,
It's really not simple either. That second shot is not easy,
no.
and it's really hard to be parked as well. You always tend to have, you know, around the circle's edge putt or something.
Yeah, but you don't really see 5s on this hole either.
Clean putt from Cole. Yeah, no, for sure. Like, not a lot of bogeys. Tends to be 3 or 4s. But I think that just comes from the first shot being you can't really mess it up.
Yeah.
Throw as far as you can. Land almost anywhere.
And there's choice. Hole 15. Signature hole on the course. The Rock.
Yeah, probably the signature for sure.
606. Just dead straight. Downhill a little bit and then a little bit uphill onto a very suspended basket on top of a rock fixture.
Yeah, I mean, that rock is like 4.5 feet tall, maybe.
Yeah, it's pretty tall.
It's kind of hard to get up and down, like to get your putter.
Yeah,
like,
and New Melly always windy on this hole, and makes that putt just as even harder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember a couple years ago at this tournament, it was so windy. People, like, if you were up next to the rock, it was like almost impossible to get your disc in the basket.
Yeah.
But these pretty good conditions today. I think there was a little breeze, but nothing crazy for these guys. So this is like one of those tee shots that you're like, oh man, like somebody's gonna reach this hole, but you hardly ever see somebody do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it can happen, but it's got to be amazing. And Derek's got this one moving well, but it's gonna fade out about right by A. Yeah,
yep.
And that's
fine.
Super easy upshot from there.
Yeah, I've seen people like they kind of get the tree lines on the left and the right. Like if you get too into it, you can find either of them.
Oh yeah,
very quickly. And then
for sure.
And then it makes this hole
significantly. You don't
harder.
think you can get to those trees on the right side, but you can. Trust me, I've done it. And that's a typical, very common landing zone over there on the left, kind of in that bowl, and then you just chip up. It's basically like throw your upshot to the spot you believe you would like to make the putt from.
Yep. I just try to hit the rock, so.
Yeah, I always kind of aim like that right side, like 20 feet.
That's a smash.
That's a smash.
Well, he almost passed the wood line on the right.
Yeah.
Let's see if Jeremiah can match that.
Yeah, I think Jeremiah's trying to get there.
Oh, yeah.
This is a good move.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, so that's right by Brock.
Yeah.
Those two can both bomb it. So can Rich. So I try to dial up this AJ Destroyer. Kaboom stick.
So flippy.
Yeah, that one definitely turned. Maybe no, it got full flight.
Yep.
So he's down there
close
on that.
to DJ and Corey.
Yep. So we got 5 upshots, all from about 200 to 150 feet. Like, yeah, I like to play up kind of where the cameraman's standing.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, there is a little bit of slope on that left side, and it just makes it, like, just a little bit more uphill.
Yeah. Corey just left a little short left.
This is another one where you almost want to give it a run, but then you regret it every time.
Yeah, if you give it a run, you're 40 long.
Yep. Derek's almost ideal. He's just 15, 20 feet, like good angle towards.
Oh.
And
Okay.
That's fine.
They gave it a ran.
I was surprised that sat so well off that rock. I expected like a big skip, and it just kind of was like thud. Okay, so maybe 100 feet?
Yeah, I mean...
Maybe 80 feet?
Yeah, it's not far.
Get in? Oh. He definitely had the height, but it was a little short. Brock.
Come on.
Get it.
Oh.
Oh, man. I love it.
That's
Great
awesome.
run. Still in the circle. I actually don't hate that putt. That 20, 25 footer on this basket feels... I mean, because it's so up there, as long as you commit, I feel like this is a great angle to make it. Like, sometimes you see people, like, closer, and it's tricky because it's so high up.
Yeah. It's kind of turn... Oh, that's just a little right.
Yeah. I hate to see that, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when you're close, it's almost just kind of like a scuba or like a turbo or something like that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And... Jay, oh wow,
short.
okay, that's kind of surprising to see 2 on this card miss on this hole after, I mean, we've seen some great putts today. But those 2 are going to be trying to get a par now. Cole. Nice, smooth
Great putt.
putt. Easy 3.
I've realized I've messed his name up twice. I am sorry, Cole.
Yeah, I think this hole is almost a must get coming down the stretch. You like,
Yep.
but it's one of those holes that if you're not comfortable making this putt, oh, Rich.
It's just so hard to make it.
Yeah, it is. It can be. Sometimes, I mean, it's weird. It's like sometimes it's so easy, and then other times it's like you're sweating. That's what I mean. Look at how high this is for Derek. He's like the angle that the disc is coming in on. If you hit it too hard, it can push it straight back out. You almost just want to like just hit it nice and soft.
Yep. I mean, so that was a birdie for him. So 2 birds, and then hopefully 3 pars here. Yep, there's the par there. Brock tapping. Oh, box jump. Brock giving himself a little that piece of paper behind his disc.
Yeah, look at it. Still scares me. I've seen so many times people hit high in these chains.
Yep.
Look at that. Rich up on the rock. Going to 16. 16's cool. What do you think of 16, Taylor?
I really like it.
I love
Mando keeping you in the fairway. Can't go big spike Hyzer over the right. Par 4, 480. Just dead straight. Trees to contend with. Right side's open or left side's open. You can't really go down the middle. You have to you have to choose a side and commit to it really hard.
Yeah, and this Mando is, you can easily miss it if you shank it a little bit right. It's that kind of big tree that you can see the sign on. It's probably 150 feet, 200 feet off the tee pad.
Yeah.
And this hole plays well if you have a mash forehand. I feel like it's just so fun to walk up here and like mash it right down the tunnel. The hill is like sloping left the whole way. Not a lot, but just enough to kind of make your disc leak.
Yeah, as long as you get like to the next upslope, usually if you fall left, you're fine. But if you don't get like the left early before the tee pad, that's jail.
That
it
is
just keeps
jail.
going
Yep.
all the way down.
Oh yeah, right can be rough too if you kind of make the Mando and like miss right after that. Like
yeah,
but this looks great. Yeah, it's kind of what you want. This might be too much flip though. Maybe not.
No,
that's absolutely
that's
perfect.
really good.
Okay. Yeah,
that's
Brock,
a great shot.
That
Brock.
is, and that's what I mean. Like it's if you have a 400 plus foot forehand, you can get an eagle look on this hole. You can even get a backhand there, but I feel like the backhand's a little more scary.
Yeah, I think backhand brings the Mando in a lot more.
Exactly, and he's
'Cause
throwing right past it.
Yeah, you need to push that right side, and the Mando's on the right.
Yep. Also, just any fade can take you pretty far left.
See if Rich can copy Brock's line.
Yeah, this is definitely a Richie hole for sure.
looking good.
Yes, sir.
Oh, last tree, but that's fine.
Yep.
It's a par 4. Like, right from there, it's a pretty easy up to the basket. Just downslope at the green, but for the most part, easy to maneuver.
Yeah, the late Mando on this hole and the next hole, they definitely force you to like, especially with the distance on these holes, you have to commit to the shot. But then you have this late Mando, so if you overcommit, it definitely comes into play.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great forehand from DG.
I feel like they're great finishing holes. DG, great forehand. He's pumped.
Cole has this right side fairway to go down.
Yeah, I really hate being on this right side. It's just that's what happens, man. You're trying to make something work left to right, but you have not a lot of room to work with, and you just get stuck.
Yeah, and then trying to just only having a forehand from there. It's just so hard to get left enough from that shot.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremiah, the forehand up. Great shot. And we see Brock's disc right there, too.
Yeah, wow, Brock is parked.
He is absolutely parked.
That's awesome.
And that's good. Oh, way high.
Interesting shot choice. But, he'll probably make that putt, so.
Yeah.
I would not have guessed he would have gone that way.
Cole looking at a death putt for par.
Oh,
drills
what
it.
a hit.
That's a great
Cole
putt.
Neal. Corner pocket, left side. Great par save.
Oh, Rich is just a little low.
Yeah, surprised to see him kind of struggle on that hole a little bit. Seems to be right in his wheelhouse, but still not an easy hole.
No, it's not. DG with his...
Man, he had
Wait, this is for his birdie.
Yeah, he had a great upshot.
Oh, just a little left.
Can't make them all, DG.
Been a great birdie save. But from where he is,
Yep.
he was pars.
Par's totally fine. But I do feel like you were saying, once you get through the meat of the course, then you get to 14, 15, 16, 17, you're like, man, birdie, birdie, birdie.
Yep. Great putt by Jeremiah.
Jeremiah does birdie, and Brock is what?
Brock's
20 feet? 25? 20?
That might be, yeah, 20, 25 feet.
And
Great
cans
eagle.
it. That's his second eagle.
Yeah, the second eagle on the back nine, only eagle on the day on that hole. And DG getting his par, Rich with a par. And we are on to hole 17.
Jesus, that is the line that.
Yeah, what a shot there from Brock. And now we're on 17. Another Mando hole. Late Mando on the right, on that tree we're passing right now. It's basically a slightly downhill off the tee, and then it goes way downhill. You want to throw a backhand Hyzer that flips up and rides as straight as you can throw it. A little bit of fade. You can go past this hole if you really rip on one. Some people choose to just make the Mando and go over the top. I've seen that play, but really you're just throwing right through this tunnel.
Yep. There is OB left too.
Yeah, there is.
So if you don't commit to your backhand, it can definitely go over there.
Yeah, and this looks pretty good from Brock. This is another eagleable hole. I mean, like I said, I've seen people go past it a couple times. It still blows my mind, but
Yeah.
it can happen. And Jeremiah's got the power to do that if he wants.
This is looking so good.
Yeah, that might be a little left,
It might be a
actually.
little left.
Maybe not.
Oh, he's
He's
just
parked
right
on
there.
B. Or maybe that's C. I don't know. That's B, I think.
DG. Looking at
Old man repping. Maybe he's going to park it. We'll see.
looking good. Oh yeah, perfect.
Yep, perfect. So that pin position that you see there, the white pole is, what, 100 feet short of
Yeah, 100 feet,
the
but quite a bit
pin we're going
higher.
to? Yeah, but also 10, 15 feet above it, so that upshot can be tricky because it also drops off past the basket.
It's just hard to control that speed.
Yeah. And there's usually some wind coming up the hill on this hole.
That's looking good.
Rich with the forehand, hitting the gap well.
I mean, this
Fading
is a
towards
safe,
18 a little bit, but
Yeah, this is
there's
a safe
so
play.
much room. Yeah, very safe.
It actually makes the angle to the basket a lot easier too.
Yeah, I've never actually thought about throwing the forehand there, but I might have to consider it. So Cole, I guess, did not miss the Mando. He's still short of it. So he has this downhill and Hyzer trying to keep it right. I mean, that's pretty well done.
Yeah, no, he's like almost pin high.
Yeah.
The OB is out of the question. I mean, OB's shorter than that, so he doesn't have to deal with that. Brock putting himself inside circle or very close. So you can actually see how low this basket is, which you don't usually see on camera.
Derek does well. That's how
Yeah.
you play the hole.
Yep.
That's how you want to play the hole, ideally.
Yeah, Rich is in a great spot.
Whoa.
Oh,
Okay.
It's fine.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
That looks
It's a
scary
rhino.
for some
I forgot.
reason. I mean, yeah, it's a rhino, so it's all good.
Jeremiah
And-
laying it up smartly. Hard putt to commit to.
So this is
Cole for
Cole
birdie.
for his 3.
Yep.
And I'd be surprised if he really gave this one a quick run. But he
Oh, he
does.
did.
Wow.
It's that.
And did it sit?
I think it's right there, yeah.
Yeah, that
Great
could
run.
that could easily roll 40 feet down the hill.
Yep.
Brock tap in birdie.
Great birdie.
That's what you
Last
want to
kind
do.
of caught fire on the back nine.
Yeah, he pulled it together for sure. Great putt.
Yep. Good bird by Jeremiah. DG doing the same. Yep.
Yeah, 17 is one of those holes where if you execute the drive, really it's not that hard.
No.
But
That Mando.
then yeah, the Mando
It's
is
the Mando.
daunting, and if it's windy, then it can be tricky.
This hole is always a headwind.
Yeah.
Always a headwind.
But I mean, if it's really windy, this like green is like really tough.
Yep. Shit.
And then you got this hole.
Yep, we have hole 18, final hole of the day. Straight up the hill, par 3, 245 feet. It's really hard to get a backhand hyzer there. It's just really uphill. It's like bends to the left.
Yeah, I mean it's like a low ceiling. It's also a very specific line. You can't pull it right. You can't go early. You're basically just throwing this hyzer that you're hoping gets a great skip. And the tee pad is way down in this like kind of little hole here. And Brock throws a hyzer like everybody else does.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't throw hyzer.
Okay, Taylor. Well, you're weird.
We might see Rich do what I do. We'll see.
Forehand roller.
Yep.
I mean, that's the other option. You're either a backhand hyzer guy or you're a forehand roller guy on 18 to New Melly. That's just how it works.
I hope we see Rich do it.
Jeremiah, this looks great.
That's
just
what
you
the
want to
backhand
do.
hyzer
That's
guy,
perfect.
and you
Yep.
park it.
You just park it. That's what you do.
That's way harder than it looks.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it looks so easy, but then you get to this hole and you're like, I'm going to hit this tree, or I'm going to throw it straight to the ground, or I'm going to pull it to the right, or I'm going to throw a good shot like DG does, and he's also in the circle.
Yeah, this hole's 245, but they're throwing destroyers.
Maybe he's just going to. Maybe Rich is just going to throw through the woods. Are you going to throw through the woods, Rich?
That'd be awesome.
What are you going to do? What are you doing? Are you going out? You're going out right. He is going out right. Oh, he's going roller.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, too much cut.
I can't tell if he was actually committing to the roller or wanted the height on that flex.
I think he was committing to the roller, but I don't know. I don't see him throw a lot of rollers, so. But Cole definitely has the power to throw a backhand Hyzer there.
Oh, yeah.
And
that's looking really good.
So this is looking good as long as it doesn't hit that cedar, which, wow, is way inside of it. Okay. Yep.
That's a good.
That's great. Perfect. Yeah, a lot of times you see people hit that cedar tree. Nobody was even really close.
Yeah.
On this card. Rich trying to do his little, like, walk up.
Oh,
holy cow, layout. Hits the tree. Trickle down. No.
Is it
stuck in the tree. Get out your climbing gear. Alright, Brock from about 60 or something. Yeah.
It's a little short.
So no problem. Tapping 3. DG taking his time and putting it in the basket. Oh, maybe not.
It's high.
I hate when I miss the last putt of the round.
Oh, Rich.
Really? That's surprising.
Left side.
Ouch. Dang, man. Wouldn't have expected that from either of those guys, honestly, DG or Rich. But I have a good feeling Jeremiah's going to make this putt.
Yeah, to go to 8 down for the round.
Yeah, which is, like, super good. And wow.
Great.
8 down.
Yeah, that's
super sick.
That's a great round.
I mean, I don't know what it was rated, but props to him because, I mean, really anything under par here is good. But 8 is
8 down was
10-24. Yeah.
Great round.
And Cole, should be pretty much tap in, I would think. But he always takes his time. I mean, you know, as he should. Yep.
Great play.
Centered. Great round from Cole, really, too. I mean,
1 under.
Yeah, I mean, he had some struggles, but he kept it together and pretty clean. Brock with a pretty hot back 9.
Yeah.
I mean,
he started 2 over.
Yeah.
From the front.
Yeah. Couple eagles on the back.
Yeah. That's that par to end it, the round.
Not a big deal to par this hole, but like I said, 16, 17, 18, 15, 14, birdie. DG. Oh, yeah.
Oh, and he lands behind the disc.
Dirty.
No foot fault.
Dancing. Dirty dancing from DG. Thank you all for watching with us. That was a fun round 1 of the Midwest Showdown. New Melly Lakes.
Yeah, we have Brock at 3, Cole at 1, DG at 5, Rich at 2, and Jeremiah with a hot round with Gavin Brand at 8 under.
Yeah, 8 under is solid out there. We hope to see you come back and watch round 2 from Quail Ridge. Thank you to St. Charles County Disc Golf Club. Thank you to Sky Hyzer Productions. Please like and subscribe. And
we'll see you at Quail Ridge.
HoopTwig out.